Hey guys, so we're back on the bank. So this week we've come to Lindhomle Lakes. It's over in Doncaster, 2.5 hours. So yeah, 10 past 4 a.m. alarm this morning. Let's hope it's worth it. Bit of confusion when I've got here. I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, we're on Loco, I think. I'll spin you around. So we're on Loco Lake, one of the bigger pools here. And as you can see, we've got the alarms and the bivvy up. So yeah, so both rods are out. I'll show you the rigs later. What I've done is, on the left-hand rod, I've done my usual Corum heli kit setup. That's got a popped-up lobworm on, just injected with a bit of air. And then on the there's the worm popped up. Just got an AA split shot there. We've just had our first little pickup, dropped it, but you can see why that works, you know, it's just in their face, isn't it? And on the right hand rod we've got prawn, raw prawn, uncooked, whatever you say. Anyway, yeah, we've got prawn. And we've just a handful over the top of chopped up, half handful, and a swim feeder full of maggots on the worm rod. We'll see how it goes. We've got plenty of maggots, plenty of ground bait, but there's a lot of carp in here, so I don't really want to attract them, so I've been told to keep the bait minimum. But yeah, the problem I had when I arrived here at 7 this morning, I actually got here on time and everything, and yeah, there was a match on Laurels, which is the one I wanted to get on. So yeah, bit annoyed to be honest, but I spoke to that was in the tackle shop, which is a great tackle shop by the way, and the cafe is stunning. It's like a proper restaurant in there, log fire going, the toilet was immaculate and like as good as at home, brilliant. Yeah, anyway, great facilities. But yeah, I was really a bit cheesed off to be honest, and the guy in the tackle shop said it'd be hard to get him in this Loco because it's a big lake. But anyway, the owner's come down, I've spoke to him. He said I'm best off either on this one or beaches for the bigger ones, and there's not quite a few numbers in here, but he said he probably would have gone beaches. But we're all set up now. We can always do half a day here, half a day there. The other option is we can go on Laurels when the match finishes at 3:30 for maybe the last hour and a half, 2 hours. I don't think I'll do that, but it's an option. So we'll see how we get on. Yeah, and he seems to think there's plenty of twos, because I think he thought I was after, the owner thought I was after, I think they go to 5, I think he said, because he's the one who actually took them out of the strip lake and he put them in beaches and some of the smaller ones in here. So yeah, that's the right information. And yeah, I mean, that strip lake, I was tempted to fish that. It's a good job I didn't try and get on that, because he's took them all out of there. So yeah, that would have been chasing shadows. But yeah, everything's set up, and yeah, I just need to tidy up. We've got some, the reason why I've gone with the pole is, as you can see, the weather's not brilliant. Yeah, the weather's not brilliant, and yeah, so I've come with the bivvy. I can keep out of it. It's a bit of a drive as well, a little beef there. So I can have a sort of a more of a chilled day than sitting on the pole. And because I've come here from 7 till potentially probably fish till about 5:30. Yeah, it's a long day on the box, and that wind is pretty biting, but it's due to be a lot warmer. And yeah, I checked on Google Maps before I came here, and yeah, I think it's a really good thing to do, is just check your Google Maps. If you're going anywhere new, you can find out which way the wind's going to be coming from. It's just something to go off, isn't it, before you get to the lake. It just gives you a little bit of a head start. And the wind is, it's a southerly wind, but it's quite cold, but it's due to increase. The temperatures should be about 12 degrees later, but the rain's coming as well. It's another reason why I brought the shelter. Stay under this. I've brought some nice food with me, and we can just have a chill day, and fingers crossed we get that £2 perch. I feel confident here. I'm a bit gutted about Laurels, although it's only one rod on there, but after speaking to the owner, yeah, I feel confident. So yeah, let's get on with the fishing. Oh, finally a fish. Wait. sure if it's a perch, to be honest, because it feels pretty big. What is that? Is it a pike or is it a carp? Get off there. Get off there now. Well guys, as you can probably hear, whoa, the rain as forecast has come in. Anyway, yeah, it's getting pretty wicked out there. We've just had this got the mat in the bivvy. Yeah, we've just had this crusty common. We're getting back. Not what we're after, but I was thinking we were going to blank. We've just put that little common back. I'm not sure if it was an F1 or a common, to be honest. His mouth was pretty damaged, so I couldn't really see whether there was any barbels or not. But anyway, we've just put that fish back. It's gone pretty wicked. However, temperature with the rain, the temperature just has gone up a little bit. It was actually Baltic, which is mad because yesterday, Saturday, at home it was lovely yesterday. It was really nice. Literally had the back door open all day, no heating on. It was great, and I was expecting the same today, and I nearly didn't fetch my coat, only that I knew it was going to rain. But it's actually been freezing. The wind, considering it's a southerly, it's yeah, really cold. Anyway, we've had that one. We've had an aborted take, whatever you want to call it, on the worm. And then on the running rig with the prawn, we've been getting loads. We was getting loads of little plucky bites. And anyway, I reduced the size of the prawn, and then we've had that carp. So anyway, what I've done is I've gone back the other way now. I just wanted to see what was going on. I wasn't sure if it was maybe like small perch, whatever. I didn't realise there's actually a massive pike in here, over 20-25 pounds. So yeah, hopefully we don't get snapped off by one of them. Obviously we're using wire traces because we're perch fishing. But yeah, apparently there's some big pike in here. Yeah, we're back to a full prawn now because I think it'll hopefully sort of deter the carp, because although it's nice to get a fish, because I don't know, wasn't feeling it. Well, it's nice to get a fish, but hopefully, my theory again that I keep banging on about commercials not doing very well in the mornings will pay off. As you can hear, there's it might go off again because it normally goes off in twos. It's some kind of, you know, it's for the cormorants, whatever. You poop your pants so it goes off as there's no warning. Anyway, let's see what we can get. Fish on, guys, on the lobworm. Doesn't feel like a carp. No! Oh no! Oh, you're having a laugh. So guys, I think hopefully the GoPro picked it up. I just had a take on the worm, hit into it. Didn't feel like I don't think it would have been, I think a pound maybe, something like that, if it was a perch. So I don't think it was on a carp. There's silvers in there. But anyway, lost it, didn't I? To be honest, it's been an absolute nightmare. The weather, it's actually calmed down a bit now, but it's been cold. I just can't believe it. I can't believe the difference from yesterday to today. It's been cold, really windy. Did expect the wind, didn't expect the cold, and it's sort of spitting and that now. The Laurel Lake, the match, the guys are still on there. It's getting on for 3:30. By the time I pack up and stuff, I'd probably have an hour. So yeah, we're not moving. We're going to stick out now. Positive signs though, we've had a couple of things. What I've done is, instead of putting a whole lobworm out, I've done half a lobworm. Still popped up, looks really good. And we'll see. But yeah, I'm really good. I thought this was going to be a great day's fishing. And it's just been pants. But not only that, I'm actually really disappointed with the. I don't know if it's winter now, isn't it? I don't know if we're going to be a bit harsh here, but I'm not really impressed with the place, if I'm honest. I went to go and see if there was a toilet wound in. I can't find a toilet. I said early on in the video about the toilet in the cafe, but it's shut. So they obviously just opened for the morning, for the breakfast. Fishing shop was shut as well. That's, again, I've been trying to ring for, quite a few times over the last few weeks. And obviously, yeah, I just presumed the fishing shop would be open. Yeah, so, and there's loads of people here as well. There's two decent, well, there's one big match on the first lake as you come into the complex. There's loads of people on there. There's loads of people on Laurels, and there's a couple of pleasure anglers. Like, where'd you go to the toilet? I feel a bit frustrated as well with like websites and stuff, how out of date they are and that. And yeah, it's like you try and do your research and stuff, and it's not correct information. And these fisheries, they net them all the time, and they're moving fish around. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop feeling sorry for myself. I'm out fishing, spring's around the corner. Yeah, things are looking up. Let's be positive. And at the end of the day, I've still got a couple of hours, and it only takes one fish, so yeah, we'll keep at it. So coming into the last hour now, I've cheered up a bit. I was really down in the dumps, to be honest, but losing a fish, just wanted to see what it was as well. If I just saw it and it was I don't know, it would have been nice. But anyway, we're into the last hour now. Everyone's gone. The guy that was one other guy on this pool, he said he come over and chatted to me. He said he was just practicing for a match, so he packed up at 3 o'clock, which is when the match is all finished. So hopefully with these places, that's obviously what happens most days. Hopefully the fish, might come on the field, or just like looking to mopping up anything. And a fish has rolled in between both rods are relatively close together, really, and a fish like rolled in between two of them, really close to to the bait basically, and it looked like a perch to me. But yeah, so fingers crossed. Last hour, we're having the last brew now. Just got enough gas, I think, to have to make sure I change the canister over when I get home, but we've got enough gas for one more brew, and yeah, fingers crossed. Because otherwise, the 2.5 hours drive home is gonna be a long one. So back home now. Yeah, what a roller coaster of emotions that was. About halfway through the session, I was sat there listening to YouTube with Winning Ways with Jamie Hughes and Andy May. Now, those guys, they go to Lindhomle quite regular. They certainly know the match scene. And anyway, it was all talking about cheating in match fishing. So they were talking about, the different rigs and stuff, because you allowed like lash lengths and all these different things. Anyway, they were talking about punishments, right? So one of the punishments was put them on the bottom. The cheaters put them on the bottom end of Loco, and I'm sat at the bottom end of Loco. I mean, you couldn't write it, could you? Like, if you want to knock someone's confidence, like hearing that from those people, yeah, not a good sign. One thing I didn't mention in the video is, because people might have been saying, oh, you shouldn't have driven down there, this, that and the other, without checking. Well, I did. I actually phoned and I spoke to a guy in the tackle shop, and he told me, because originally I planned to go down Saturday and Sunday and stay over camp, because you can camp there and get 2 days fishing in. Anyway, I phoned and they said, oh, there's a match on Saturday, but it's fine on Sunday and Monday. And I was umming and ahhing about doing both, but I worked Monday night. I'd have been shattered. Anyway, so he said, yep, you're fine on Sunday. I'd got, like I said, 4 a.m. alarm clock, got there for 7. Ticket for Laurel's late, please. No. What do you mean, no? He's like, there's a match on. And I was like, I've just driven 2.5 hours from Wales, mate. And you know what? No sympathy, nothing. Not even like, oh, right, well, I'll really try and help this guy out now and, you know, and put him on the best peg that I can and do what I can for him. It was just kind of like, not bothered. You know, very frustrating. These places, I don't know, they just don't seem to look after the pleasure anglers. I would say, actually, Bannister House were fantastic. Out of all the ones I've been to, Western are good as well. I didn't have any sort of thingies, but Bannister House were really good. The lady come round was very helpful and thingies, so that we're not tarring them all with the same brush, but they, you know, I guess that's where the bread and butter is. But anyway, it's very frustrating for a pleasure angler to, you know, to travel all that way. Websites are always you know, outdated, which again is frustrating, and they're moving fish all the time. You know, this is something that if you come in there, if you're perch fishing, or if you're trying to catch the specimen carp, or there's pike in one of the lakes, you know, you need to know where those fish are. There's no point in sitting on a lake that doesn't contain the fish you're trying to target. Having said that, when the owner come round, he was actually helpful. It was just the guy in the tackle shop, and you know, he just said, "Oh, things on the website," and it's like, well, I phoned and I was told. Anyway, that's let's put that to bed. But anyway, that's my 5th session after Perch. I really thought it was going to happen there, and obviously it didn't. I'm not sure what to do now. I think I'm going to move over to the Secret Lake. Things are warming up a bit. I think that's going to be my Perch, where I'm going to go next, I think. But also, to rub salt into the wounds, the famous match lady, Kaylee Dowd, great fisherman, but I'm sure better than me, actually fished Loco the same week, and I caught a truck full of perch. And I'm pretty sure she was in the same peg as me. Not 100%, but the picture, there's like a reed bed in the background. The video is due out on the Preston websites in the next few weeks. I can't wait because I want to see if it was. And that peg. And I'm sure it'd be a great video too. But yeah, that's that sort of rubs salt into the wounds. So maybe, I mean, the wind, some of the footage doesn't show the wind. The wind was really bad. At times it was 40 kilometres and the bivvy was nearly getting pulled out of the ground. It could just kept fluctuating and stuff. But the wind, yeah, it wasn't fishable on a pole, you know, that day. But maybe that's the way forward. Maybe all the perch fishing I've done up to now has been on like match tactics, and I've kind of felt like I've not been focusing on the perch by doing that, but it's resulted in perch. So you don't have to go down the traditional route necessarily, but I have felt like that felt like I haven't been giving it my all. I don't know if that makes sense. And last thing as well, I said about the noise at the beginning of the thing. Now, people seem to be very sensitive about wind noise in videos, or any noise for that matter. Now, for me, it doesn't bother me. In fact, it's part of the... if it's the whole video from start to finish, yes, it can be a bit annoying. But it shows it's the reality of where you're fishing and what you're going through. So it doesn't bother me. Some people, like, they'll pause because a train's going past and things, and I'm like, I can still hear you. And I don't know, people think it's just part of the day, you know, and why not include it? Don't make the video look like you've just been sat there in sunshine or whatever. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I quite like the raw videos. Like I said, that's the fishing I'm doing. I'm not an expert. You know, some of the polished videos, as good as they are, sometimes they're too polished. I like it a bit, you know, rough like my fishing is. But anyway, just thought I'd mention that because people are very sensitive about audio in YouTubes. I mean, you know, whatever. Anyway, guys, apologies about the lack of fish action. It is what it is. Hopefully, you've learned something about Lindhomle if you're planning on going there. Yeah, look on the website. take a toilet with you facilities, because yeah, once the morning thing's gone, yeah, there isn't anything. And yeah, hopefully it's give you some insight anyway. As ever, guys, thank you very much for watching. Sorry it's been a load of waffle, but yeah, it's just same old, isn't it? So tight lines in your own fishing, as hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye now.